Why Border Collie? All right, so I've been training dogs now for 14 years professionally. As long as I can remember, I've always envisioned myself with a dog with a substantial coat, not super long, and black and white markings just following me around. Even as a little kid, I could remember or thinking about myself with a little dog, even when I didn't have one, that was like that. As I got older and I started to train dogs, my first demonstration dog is Mighty Bones, who's now 16 years old. When I went to National Canine School for Dog Trainers, I brought Mighty with me. He was 2 years old at the time, right? And we trained. After that, I got out of there and I decided I would get another dog, and that's Dee Dee Bones. Dee Dee is my Doberman. She was 11 years, some months when she passed in the spring of this year. But once she passed, then I had decisions to make. Of course, at this point, I'm no longer in my 20s. I don't have the same kind of energy that I had when I first adopted Dee Dee or Mighty Bones into my family. And I knew that Border Collies are really high energy dogs. So for a little while there, I started getting a little nervous and I started thinking about other dogs. But the longer it went, the more that I thought about it, the more that I realized I want a Border Collie. And I want a Border Collie because Border Collies are known to be the smartest dogs. And I really want a very smart dog. Right, so this is Future Martin here. I'm at Nashville, Tennessee at the airport, flying right through here, heading down to Texas to meet that puppy. Looking forward to it. It's gonna be good stuff. So the Border Collie that I'm I guess that I have now, because it's the future from now. The Border Collie that I have, it comes from a working line of Border Collies versus a show line of Border Collies. Now that was very important to me. Now while I expressed before that energy is a concern for me, and we know that the working line dogs tend to be, of any breed, tend to have a higher energy level than the show line dogs do, there's still a reason why I wanted a working Border Collie versus a show Border Collie. And the reason is temperament. See, the show Border Collies are bred for only one purpose. They're bred just to be pretty, just to win that show award. They're bred to have the perfect coat, the perfect teeth, the perfect stance and things like that, which is really good. But for me, I am more of a person who is function over form. So I like the way that the dog performs better than the look of the dog. See, what happens, or in my experience working with both breeds, the working Border Collie has a much more resilient personality, a lot less anxiety. And that's because they have to. When you're herding your sheep, you can't have a Border Collie that's having a panic attack for no reason, right? You have to get the sheep moved. Another thing about Border Collie is that they are also dogs that are very athletic. They like movement a lot. And that's another reason why a lot of pet dog owners should maybe think twice or three times about this particular breed. You have to exercise this dog, both mentally and physically. Even although you have them exercise mentally and physically, you have to train and condition them in a way that they understand their own energy levels. That's important. And get them on your team so they're managing their own energy. This puppy, this Border Collie puppy, is coming from Texas. Not only is he coming from Texas, but his father is a champion in herding. All right, so we are considering doing a complete separate video on just the breeder of this dog, the heritage of this particular Border Collie. If you're interested in seeing that, let us know by putting a blue heart in the comments below, or a puppy head. You could use a doggy head too. One of the doggy head emojis, you could do that, or you could do the blue heart. You could do either one. So let's fast forward to the first day when I'm meeting this puppy. Okay, everybody, so I'm in, whoa, gotta fix my camera. Okay, everybody, so I'm in Dallas, Texas. And I just met and picked up this little guy here. See if I can find him on the screen. There he is. Excellent. So here he is. This is where our adventure starts. A very nice puppy. He came to me right away. He's very friendly. But this is where our adventure starts, and yeah, he'll be home later tonight to meet the rest of his family, and we go from here. And he peed. He didn't pee in his carry case. He peed when we got outside. Solar. Hey. 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 The first weeks are always about setting foundation. Letting the dog know that, you know, there's some things in life that are guaranteed, you know, and some things that are really great, and there's other things that should be avoided, you know, and we're gonna be working from the very beginning to help the dog to understand that. This dog will be rewarded heavily for intelligence. Everything smart that the dog does is gonna be rewarded. Long-term goals for this puppy. This is where Frank is trying to get me on the record to see exactly what I'm gonna do. But this puppy's gonna have we're gonna compete in sports. Whenever I compete in anything, I wanna win. I haven't competed in dog sports before. So I'm new to it, and I know there's a lot of people who make their whole lives doing this thing, so I don't know if I can win, but my goal is to compete and win. And compete and win in a few different areas, more than one. That's my ultimate goal. That's one of my big goals. Another goal is that I want my dog, when they're not working, to look so relaxed and so calm. You know, I envision the dog just being really chill, to the point where people are like, this dog wins at GRC, are you crazy? Or this dog wins in Raleigh, look how lazy he is. Or in Frisbee, you're like, this is a champion dog in these things. And they're gonna be like, yeah, he's just so unemotional. He doesn't care about like other dogs and other people moving around and trucks and noises. Just like, whatever, dude. But then when it's go time, it's go time. You know, that's the kind of thing that I would like I envision and I would like, and I'm gonna guide this dog into being. Oh yeah, by the way, that's his name. His name is Sol, S-O-L. And I've had him with me here at the Dallas Love Field Airport. Oh, that's me? Okay. I'm learning how to use this thing too. But I've had him here, and we're sitting around. I'm drinking a beer. He's just hanging out and mostly sleeping because he's an 8-week-old puppy. So he's mostly sleeping.